Today we're revisiting perhaps the hardest Star Wars game ever made, Jedi Power Battles, a game where Natalie Portman will take on Darth Maul with just a blaster. Come on Natalie, you can do it! Oh, she tried. The game is loosely based on The Phantom Menace, and has 10 story levels, as well as 4 additional bonus levels that you can unlock. The bonus levels are Droid ECAS, where you assault Theed Palace as a droidica, Cardu Race, I think that's how you say it. This is where you race a Cardu through the swamps of Naboo.
There they are. Get them.
A bit random. Gungan Roundup, a bit like football, but the ball here is Jar Jar Binks. And Survival Challenge, where you must defeat 100 enemies. Our attempt was pitiful. There are 2 difficulty modes on the PlayStation version. Jedi mode or easy. According to online sources, they are exactly the same, and we can confirm that we've seen no difference between them. The game is a mix-up of a platform game and a beat-em-up. You're either slashing at waves or enemies, or completing jump sequences. You will also drive a vehicle from time to time as well. The controls are pretty basic. X is a hack attack, square is a slash attack, and triangle is a heavy attack. Pressing circle will jump, which you can then press again to perform a double jump. Block by holding L1. If you press L1 just before a laser hits you, then you will deflect it back at its source. It's a little tricky to master. L2 in conjunction with X, square or circle will release a force attack, which are great to get you out of sticky situations. You can also run by pressing R2, and lock onto the nearest enemy by pressing R1. There are 5 characters that you can play as from the start. Plo Koon, Qui-Gon Jinn, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Adi Gallia. However, completing the game enables you to unlock 3 more: Captain Panaka, Darth Maul, and Queen Amidala. Both Captain Panaka and Queen Amidala don't have a lightsaber, and so when you press L1 to saber block, then they just stand still and absorb bullets. Darth Maul does have a saber, but it's not double-ended. You'll be disappointed by this fact for a few minutes, until you discover that his force powers are incredible. By far the best in the game. The game is hard, very hard. Even though the controls are relatively simple, it's near impossible to complete a level without taking a beating. Also, due to the camera angle, you'll often find yourself misjudging a gap and falling to your death. A little annoying after you've valiantly survived what the game's thrown at you up to that point. There are power-ups along the way. Thank God. These can refill your force meter and also give you special bonuses, such as increasing the size of your lightsaber, for example. The most precious power-up though is a little green orb thing that restores some of your health. After a few levels, your eyes will be frantically searching for any green on the screen in the hope that you can find one. Especially as the developers like to hide them behind objects. Sneaky devs. The single player campaign can also be played in cooperative mode with a second player, which is probably the best way to experience the game. Reviewers at the time were critical of the game's high difficulty. Next Generation said, "This game really needed a few more months of playtesting and balancing. As it is, this is best approached as an exercise in anger management." The game received mixed reviews, and held a 57% rating on reviews aggregate site GameRankings.com. But what did you think when we asked you for your memories? Alfredo said, "I loved this game, couldn't make it past the 3rd level, but it was a blast slicing and dicing battle droids. We can barely make it past the 3rd level now." A little embarrassing. Grant remembers, Playing cooperative mode with my brothers during the Christmas holidays is one of my favourite memories. The platforming was horrendous though, leading to many unfair deaths. You're telling me, Grant? Richard says, this game was brilliant, buggy at parts, and the limited camera visibility would cause you to die continuously, but thoroughly enjoyable as a child. My biggest criticism then and now would be unlocking Darth Maul, and not being able to use his double-ended lightsaber. The Darth Maul you fight at the end had a double-ended saber, so why couldn't we? James commented, the Yoda power-up sound is imprinted on my brain. And finally, Tom says, a brilliant game even though it was far too hard. That damn Coruscant level will always live rent-free in my head. You'd be jumping over a gap and then a probe droid would just appear out of nowhere and blap you out of the sky.
There they are. Get them.
What were your memories of Jedi Power Battles? Let us know in the comments below, and of course, thanks for watching. Oh, and one last thing, we tried multiple times, but the game just won't let you kill Jar Jar Binks. Boo! Come here, you little annoying... For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you don't miss any videos in the future. Cheers!